Welcome back, everyone, to the Captain English podcast. I'm Alex, your host, and with me today is my wonderful co-host, Lily.
Hey, everyone. So glad to be back. It's always a pleasure to learn and share with all of you.
Absolutely, Lily. Today, we've got a super practical topic, especially for those of you who are traveling or planning to travel to an English-speaking country. We're going to talk all about how to ask for directions in English, slowly and easily, of course, perfect for beginners.
Oh, this is such a good one. I remember when I first started learning English and traveled abroad, asking for directions felt like climbing a mountain. So many things to consider: politeness, understanding the reply, not getting lost. It can be a bit overwhelming at first.
It really can, can't it? But don't worry, we're going to break it down into simple, manageable steps. We'll start with how to get someone's attention politely, move on to the actual questions, and then discuss how to understand the answers you get.
Perfect. So, Alex, where do we even begin? Let's say I'm in a new city, I'm a bit lost, and I see someone who looks friendly. What's the very first thing I should say?
Great question. The absolute best way to start is with a polite phrase to get their attention. The most common and useful one is, "Excuse me." Just like that. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Simple, clear, and it works for pretty much any situation where you need to politely interrupt someone, right?
Exactly. You can also say, "Pardon me," which is a little more formal but still perfectly fine. So, you approach someone, make eye contact, and say, "Excuse me." That's your first step.
Okay, excuse me. Got it. Now that I have their attention, what's the next part? I need to ask where something is.
Right. The simplest way to ask where something is to say, "Where is?" and then you add the place you're looking for. For example, "Excuse me, where is the train station?" Or, "Excuse me, where is the nearest coffee shop?"
Oh, that's really straightforward. So, excuse me, where is the museum? Easy to remember. Are there other ways to ask? Maybe if I want to ask how to get there?
Yes, absolutely. A very common and natural way to ask for directions is, "How do I get to?" So you could say, "Excuse me, how do I get to the city center?" Or, "Excuse me, how do I get to the library?"
Okay, so we have where is for just finding a location, and how do I get to for a bit more detail, like a path. That makes sense. What if I'm not looking for a specific place, but maybe something like, is there a pharmacy nearby?
Excellent point. For that, you can use, "Is there a nearby?" or "Is there a around here?" So, "Excuse me, is there a pharmacy nearby?" Or, "Excuse me, is there a restroom around here?" These are all super useful.
All right, so to recap for our listeners, excuse me to start, then where is or how do I get to or is there a nearby? Those are our main questions. This is already making me feel more confident.
That's the goal. Now, the next part, and sometimes the trickiest, is understanding the response. People might speak quickly or use words you don't know yet, but there are some key phrases and words you'll hear often.
Yes, this is where I used to get stuck. Someone would rattle off directions, and I'd just nod, pretending to understand, then end up even more lost. So, what are these key words?
Let's start with the basics. You'll hear, "Go straight" or "Go straight ahead." This means just keep walking forward, don't turn. Very simple. Can you say that, Lily?
Go straight?
Go straight ahead.
Yeah, that's clear enough. What about turns?
For turns, you'll hear "turn left" and "turn right." These are fundamental. Sometimes they might say "make a left" or "make a right," which means the same thing. So, go straight ahead, then turn left at the traffic lights.
Okay, turn left, turn right. That's easy to visualize. What if I need to pass something first?
Good question. You might hear "go past" or "walk past." For example, go straight ahead, go past the supermarket, and then turn right. It means to keep walking until that specific place is behind you.
Ah, go past the supermarket. That's super helpful. And what about when streets cross each other, like an intersection?
For that, you might hear "at the corner" or "at the intersection." People might say, turn left at the corner of Main Street and Oak Avenue, or you'll see it on your left just after the intersection.
Okay, so at the corner and at the intersection. And what about measuring distance? Like how far is it?
People often use blocks. A block is the distance between two streets, so they might say, walk 2 blocks straight ahead, then turn right, or it's about a 5-minute walk from here.
2 blocks, that's a good one to know. It helps give a sense of scale. And what about where the building itself is located once I'm on the right street?
You'll hear phrases like, it's on your left or it's on your right. Pretty self-explanatory, but crucial. Also, it's next to, or it's opposite, or it's between and. These use landmarks to help you find the exact spot.
Right, so it's on your left, next to the big bookstore. That helps a lot. Knowing these phrases makes understanding directions so much easier.
Exactly. Now, Lily, what if someone gives you directions and they speak too fast or you just didn't catch something? What's the polite way to ask them to repeat?
Ah, my old nemesis. I used to just say, which is definitely not polite. I think a good one is, could you repeat that, please?
Perfect. Could you repeat that, please, is excellent. Another very useful one, especially if they're speaking quickly, is, could you say that again, more slowly, please? Don't be shy to ask for clarification. Most people are happy to help.
Oh, more slowly, please, is a lifesaver for beginners. Seriously, sometimes when I'm tired, even in my native language, I need things slowed down. It's totally okay to ask for that in English too.
Absolutely. And if you're holding a map, you can always ask, can you show me on the map, or can you point it out on the map for me? That's often the easiest way to get precise directions.
That's a fantastic tip, especially with smartphones now. Pulling up Google Maps and asking them to point can save so much confusion. Okay, so we've asked, we've understood. What's the final polite thing to say before we go on our way?
Crucial part, Lily. Always say, thank you very much, or thanks a lot. You can also add, I appreciate your help. Politeness goes a long way, and it makes people more willing to help the next person who asks.
Thank you very much. That's simple enough to remember even when you're stressed. It's just good manners, really, in any language.
It is. All right, so let's try a little role play, shall we? I'll be the person giving directions, and you can be the lost traveler. Let's say you're looking for a famous landmark, like the Central Art Museum.
Okay, I'm ready. Here goes. Clears throat. Excuse me, how do I get to the Central Art Museum?
Oh, the Central Art Museum. Okay, so from here, you need to go straight ahead for about 2 blocks. You'll pass a large park on your left, then, at the traffic lights, turn right onto Elm Street. Walk another block and the museum will be on your left, opposite a big fountain.
Wow, that was a lot. Okay, so let me just confirm. Go straight for 2 blocks, past a park on my left, then turn right at the traffic lights onto Elm Street. And it's 1 more block, then the museum is on my left, opposite a fountain?
That's exactly right. You got it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. See, it wasn't so bad, was it? And you used all the key phrases. Excuse me, how do I get to? Clarifying with, let me just confirm, and thank you so much.
It feels much better when you know what to expect and what to say. I think the key is not to be afraid to ask for repetition or clarification. That was always my biggest hurdle.
Definitely. Remember, the person you're asking wants to help you. They're not judging your English, they're just trying to point you in the right direction. So take a deep breath, use those simple phrases, and you'll be fine.
And the more you practice, the easier it gets. Even if you're not traveling right now, you can practice by imagining you're lost and asking for directions to places in your own town, or even just using a map app and practicing the phrases aloud.
That's a fantastic idea, Lily. Immersion is great, but practice at home is just as important. Think about different scenarios, asking for the nearest bus stop, the post office, a specific restaurant.
Exactly. And don't forget to pay attention to the landmarks people mention. Sometimes a big red building or a park with a statue is more helpful than just street names, especially if you're not familiar with the area or don't have a map.
That's a very practical point. Often, native speakers use landmarks because it's how they navigate too. It's a natural human way of giving directions.
So to sum up, start with excuse me. Ask a clear question like where is or how do I get to? Listen for keywords like go straight, turn left right, go past, and on your left right. Don't be afraid to ask, could you repeat that please, or more slowly please, and always end with a polite thank you.
Perfect summary, Lily. You've got it down. And remember, every time you ask for directions, you're not just finding your way, you're also building your confidence and improving your English conversational skills. It's a win-win.
Absolutely. So go out there, or at least practice in your head, and confidently ask for directions. You can do it.
That's all for this episode of Captain English. We hope this has been helpful for all our beginner learners out there. Keep practicing, keep learning, and you'll be navigating English conversations like a pro in no time.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the Captain English channel for more slow and easy English lessons. We'll see you next time.